What's a huge waste of money, but people keep buying it? I would say many baby toys. You spend a lot of money on flashy, expensive gifts that end up sitting unused, while the child plays all the time with a cheap toy from the dollar store. It's a bit of a cliche, but from my experience, kids often prefer the simple things, like a cardboard box. You don't need to spend a lot of money on toys and games for a 1-3-year-old. As a smoker, cigarettes by far the idiotic addiction I have. Diamonds. The market is fixed. They aren't worth a fraction of what they're sold for. I'm still surprised at how many people I've had to inform that synthetic diamonds are a thing and are undetectable unless you use specialized devices. Also, yes, market manipulation like everything else. Big-ass weddings. It's okay if you can afford it, but if you're going to be in debt, then what's the point? Same goes for wedding bands, or more frequently, engagement rings. I've personally known people who dropped the value of a nice car on a ring. Extended warranty on anything home warranty. Those things have more loopholes than Swiss cheese. I bought a used car from a dealer a few years ago and did some research on extended warranties. I asked the mechanics at my local shop if it was worth it, and all of them said, "No, for God's sake, don't get one." Then I looked up reviews online. From what I could tell, the companies go to absurd lengths to avoid providing any service whatsoever. Edit. I'm talking about third-party warranties. Vitamins and supplements. I'm a pharmacist. Some of them have data to prove they are safe. Some of them even have data to prove they are effective, like vitamin D for seasonal affective disorder, for example. Most of them have neither. And St. John's wort is the bane of my existence as a pharmacist. It interacts with so many medications to the point that it's downright dangerous to have it available OTC. In-game cosmetic items. Okay, I believe it is important to support the creators if you're having a lot of enjoyment from a game and it was released for free. But these cosmetic items cause so much FOMO in those who lack impulse control, so they can have, an outfit or emote for a few seconds until they must have the next one. Buying lunch at work. I make mine every day and see coworkers spending £5 on theirs. By God, do they not realize how quickly it adds up? I own a restaurant. I give my employees a ticket for a free meal for each 6-hour shift they work, so they never have to spend a dime to eat while they're at work. One of my servers, Amanda, never used any of her free meal tickets because she would go out and get pizza for her meals on her lunch breaks. Guy across the street sells 2 topping slices and a 32 Oz soda for $5. I thought it was silly. Then one day she used 58 of the tickets to give all her tables free meals. She made $600 in tips. That shift she basically sold the tickets for $10 each. She was playing 4D chess the whole time. She's the FOH manager now. Liquid everything. Detergent, dish soap, toilet bowl cleaner. You're buying water and paying more to have it shipped around the world at a cost to not only you, but the environment. Most everything that is a liquid, even some drinks, can be bought for less as a powder or concentrate. Plus, you can get powders in cardboard boxes that are so much more recyclable. I've switched to almost everything powder or bar. Dish soap is tough though. Supplements, multi-billion-dollar industry, only going to get bigger and bigger every year. 95% of it is total bullshit. A huge percentage of the products aren't even accurately labeled, and sometimes contain compounds not even listed. I would add just the wellness industry in general. All those wellness/hormone/female/male clinics popping up, just sucking up the money of rich idiots who are obsessed with themselves and their health. Rent to own. You wind up paying 4 times the price if you rent full term. Even their 90 days, same as cash price, is double retail. The only exception I found to this was, as a family of 6, a weekly trip to the laundromat was more than a weekly rental payment on a washer and dryer set. Now that it's down to 3, I might have to do the math again. I can understand if your refrigerator dies out of the blue and you don't have credit or savings. You may be stuck if there is nothing used on Marketplace or Craigslist, but TVS, computers, or game decks, you might as well be wiping your ass with Franklin's. Dining at out restaurant. 8/10 times I ordered steak when I went out to eat. So once I learned how to sous vide, it was cheaper and better than eating out. We'll splurge here and there and go to a really good restaurant. But the days of just going out to eat BC, we were bored and want to get out of the house or socialize are over. Mobile phones. I keep mine for around 4 years before it slows down too much. With iPhones, the interface doesn't change, so there's no real excitement like the old days. Now after 4 years, the jump in speed is vast, so I enjoy it. New cars, trucks, almost the worst buy you can make. Between interest rates and fast depreciation, your losses stack up. Then figure in that most car loans are not simple interest loans anymore. You pay heavy on interest at first, with little go-ag to principal, making a bad deal worse. Buy used. Let someone else take that first appreciation hit. Do your best to buy with cash and don't borrow. Razors, like the shitty Gillette ones. A pack of blades for those is 60 goddamn euros at my local supermarket now. Meanwhile, a safety razor cost me 30 bucks for a nice one. And the blades, I don't really remember. I bought 100 at once for like 8 euros IIRC years ago. Still on that box. Best part is, it shaves far better than the Gillette things ever did as well. I realize I don't even remember what the style of razor is called, but I'm assuming people will understand what I mean here. New pickup trucks. I see people buying these gigantic pickup trucks for $80K plus for no reason, and then using them as a daily driver. Like, dude, you work in an office and live in an apartment. What exactly do you think you'll be hauling in the near future? You're spending thousands of dollars a month on car payments and gas just to feel like a real man, and to increase your chances of running over a kid without noticing. And if you do end up hauling stuff, I hope it's not plywood, drywall, lumber, or furniture, because none of it is going to fit in the short-ass truck bed most base truck models come with. Give me a minivan any day of the week. Decorations for any holiday, yes, even Halloween bonus points if they do this unnecessary shit every year. No ill will towards anyone for it, and I certainly appreciate a well-done setup. But come on now, of all the useless things you could find to blow money on, this has to be my number one. And I bet I'm not alone either. Almost every holiday currently celebrated in the USA is only pushed as hard as it is by the corporations that make unbelievable money from doing so. Unfortunately, that is the way it is for so many other things as well, and we are kept busy bickering back and forth, Republican, Democrat, red, blue, cat, dog, boxers, or briefs. Because the more we tear down each other, the easier it will be for the few shitheads hiding in the shadows to keep this debilitating level of control over the masses. There's only one thing they truly fear, and it is the people actually using their minds and realizing any of this. I dream of that day myself. Thanks for watching. Write your comments and don't forget to subscribe.